Hello everybody, my name is Annie. I'm an interpreter at Prairie, and I'm here to talk to you about some of our historic knitwear that you might see out on the grounds. I have a few items with me, some of which are very Prairietown era, some of which wouldn't be really seen later until our Civil War journey area. So come with me on a little journey into historic knitwear. One of the first things you're going to see a lot of us wear when it's cold out are muffatees. These probably look really familiar because we still wear things like this today. Muffatees are a super simple, fast pattern. You almost make a short scarf. You cast on the amount that you want, you knit, plain knit stitch all the way around, and when it's the size it'll fit around your hand, you sew up to your thumb, skip, and back. Nice, warm, historic hand warmers. I have another pair that are a little bit later that are double knit around the edge, so it keeps all of this nice warm material right up around your wrist. I can wear both of these out in the middle of the cold and never have to wear gloves. Pretty awesome, right? Especially since they're made out of wool. Wool's going to keep you very, very warm. Some of the ladies you'll see us wear Tibbits. Tibbits are little capelets, essentially. Here's the cool thing about a tippet pattern. There's no number that it tells you specifically to set on to start a tippet. You're supposed to make a paper pattern, cut it into panels, so you can see the panels that it's made of here, and then sew it together. So very, very customizable and pretty cute, I happen to think. You also might see us wear around our ears zephyrines. Now mine's a little smaller than what it should be historically. They're supposed to be pretty sturdy garments. But they go around like this and cover over your ears. You tie them either under your chin. I normally do mine behind my neck, but it helps keep the wind, from the way I've heard it described, is the wind from zephyrine into your ears. So from a big strong wind going whoosh, and cooling off your entire head. Because they are knit flat and gathered, they'll cup around your ear. Another one you mostly will see in Prairietown is called a comforter. Now mine, since it's white, almost looks like a neck brace, but they're gonna go straight over. I can do this without hurting my veil. And then tuck in to the front of your dress. Keeps your neck and throat very warm, helps with any gap that you might normally have with your tippet. So now all of this is filled in and are nice and toasty warm. When we start getting into Civil War journey, well, we can get into some more complicated patterns. One of my favorites is an opera hood. Time consuming, but not terribly hard to make. It's basically a hooded scarf. Over and toss. Very, very warm, but something that they didn't really start wearing until a bit of a later era than we normally see. One that's very famous that you'll see Civil War era is called a Sonntag, 1850s, 1860s. And I just realized mine has a hole in it. We're gonna have to cut that out. It goes across like this, fastens in the back. Mine's a little too short, so I had to do ties, normally be a button. And it's got two more ties back here that will keep it down the back. So it stays warm, keeps your core warm. Also, if you need to hide something like letters or something, they can tuck right in. Another thing you'll see kind of in both eras are shawls. This one is specifically knit from an 1830s pattern. Start with your stitch at the bottom, widen it at the beginning of every row until it is wide enough to go around. So there's just a small sample of some of the knitwear that you might see. Everyone come out and see us, and hopefully you can see things like this and more out on our grounds when we open again. Thank you.